I learned a new word today from a book called The Art of Is, and the word is knobology. Knob like K-N-O-B, ology. And apparently it comes from the world of ultrasound technicians who have to turn the knobs perfectly in just a certain way, constantly monitoring and changing and shifting and tweaking in order to get a good ultrasound reading. And in the book, the author extends this idea of knobology to life in general as a form of improvisation. Instead of, like, you think of ultrasound maybe as a very technical process. You teach someone how to do it once and then they just do it over and over and over again. But it turns out that people have to use their own judgment. The technicians have to use their own judgment and constantly be adjusting to different circumstances to get a good reading. And apparently, if you are an experienced ultrasoundist, you can see the signature, the personality signature of different technicians from their particular ultrasound results. So I want to talk a little bit about knobology when it comes to our lives, and specifically about how we eat and move and take care of ourselves. So the opposite of knobology is set it and forget it, creating rules, creating structures, creating plans, and then trying to stick to them no matter what. And I hear from a lot of people that that's where things go wrong. They've got their plan, they've got their rules, they've got their standards, and then they hit a situation that they hadn't really set up a contingency for. And instead of working with that situation, instead of employing a little knobology and tweaking this, and maybe, okay, it's a little bit of oil, but I'll get through it. When they hit that barrier of I can't do it perfectly as I had planned, the whole thing falls apart. Oh, well, I failed again. I might as well have the cheeseburger. I might as well have the cheesecake. And the problem with these sort of brittle plans is that they don't accommodate real-time changes in our environment, real-time feedback. I think it's a much better idea to have our plans, have our rules, have our standards, set up, prepare for contingencies, but understand that there will always be unknown unknowns. And so there the practice of knobology becomes very useful when we can take in real-time data and tweak the knobs on our decisions. Am I going to run 6 miles today? Or maybe I'm only going to walk 2 because my knee hurts. Maybe I'll come home and I'll do 30 minutes of calisthenics or on a rowing machine or some squats or push-ups. Maybe I'll skip a day. The idea of knobology is that we're paying attention. We want to pay attention, first of all, to internals. What's our body saying? When we can become present to it and not try to distract from it, we tend to make better decisions. We tend to be able to tell the difference between I'm bored and I'm hungry. So really getting feedback, real-time feedback from our bodies. What are we feeling right now? What are we thinking? What are the sensations that are going on? And what can we learn from them to tweak a knob right now and maybe move in a better direction? And the second thing we want to look out for is options in our environment. Very often, we only see the options that are placed right in front of us. Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky, two founders of behavioral economics, called this prospect theory, for what reason I have no idea. That the idea that when we are given a choice of a couple of things, that kind of frames our choices. So in other words, if I have $5 and I walk into Starbucks, my brain is only going, what are the different things I could get for $5? But the world, the universe of what I could buy for $5 is much greater. I could give it to a homeless person on the corner. I could buy stationery and send letters to people. I could go on Amazon and buy a little doohickey for my recording studio. Right. So when we are locked into situations where all we see is the options in front of us, oh my gosh, I'm at the Cheesecake Factory and I'm trying to keep to my diet, and we think, well, all I can do is choose something from this menu. Well, I could choose not to have anything at all. I could choose to take a walk, go to a supermarket, grab 3 apples, come back, and then just have a salad. All right. I could ask the server if they can make this particular dish without that sauce and with this vegetable side instead. So being a knobologist in the moment also means looking at the environment with a more expansive, creative view and understanding that whatever is the choices, the options that we think we have, they have been programmed into us by the environment. And we get to break out of that programming and think in a much bigger way. So I want to wish you good luck on your knobology journey. It's really fun to navigate the world with real-time information. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Have a great day.